there. All right. Stream. I mean, technically the stream started, but free stream, waiting for my friend. And while I wait, I shall play George. Oh god. Okay, maybe not. Ugh. Only microphone audio is being broadcasted because I'm looking at the news. The news. Oh god. My dog is loud. Why are my people so loud? I'm gonna watch a short video then. So stupid. That video was stupid. Well. Ah! I probably should have silenced my phone. Okay, so if you have any questions, don't put it in the stream chat because the stream chat's delayed. But then again, like the stream's just kind of delayed when I'm talking and when it will appear for you anyway. But if you have any questions, text me because I'll probably answer it better then. Ah, it shows you now. Hello. So, as you can tell, the game looks a lot better than it used to.
I'm here, my dude.
New things, news, a campaign, which only has like I think 12 missions if I'm not math impaired. No, it's 9. I'm math impaired. Uh-oh. And then the multiplayer, it's still got Frontier Defense. But the UI's been changed. It's been changed a decent amount. We have networks now. Oh, shit. Yeah, networks. So pretty much these are like clans-ish. You can make your own, so on and so forth. And that's pretty much it with the networks. Except we get new things called advocate gifts, which give us pretty much cosmetic items. So things like these, the banners. A lot of them you earn. Some of them you just kind of get from advocate gifts, which now all the advocate gifts can be bought with the credits you earn in game, or at least yeah, they can be bought. Some of them are actually pretty cool though, because some of them have effects, like gold, fire, prismatic. I don't know if any of the others, because I don't even know if I have any of the others. Then there's the patches, which are normal. You know, just kind of not really call signs. One of the new features, another one of the new features, factions. So
the frontier is worth
the
every
Marauder
part of this fight.
Corps, also known as just the militia. Then you got
You kill me,
Ballistics Apex Predators, which just a band of mercenaries. Vincent Dynamics, which made her, she's a bad guy. And Barker has his own thing.
100%.
And then there's the one I use the most, the fun mercenary group, mostly because the commander has my favorite helmet and a scarf. Then there's this jackass. He's got the IMC faction. Then, of course, last but not least, the one I haven't used at all yet, simply because I haven't put the time into it. Marvin! The Marvin faction. Because why the fuck not? Then, you know, as you saw, we got the pilot classes and everything. There's 10 classes now. All the guns. The new one, the OG one, the OG, and then the new flatline. The fun to use but highly annoying to get killed by. OG, of course. One of my new favorite guns, and this is actually pretty good now too. Light machine guns, the Spitfire, of course, the L-Star, the Devotion, if I speak correctly. The Crabber is now unlocked first, and it's slightly harder for me to use, but that's just because it's me. The Double Take, fun little double shot sniper, shoots twice at once. It's just fun. And of course the our favorite, the DMR. Then the EVA. Now it's fully automatic, but it still fires the same rate. The Mastiff pretty much shoots thermite. The grenade launchers, the Sidewinder, you know, the EPG just shoots a ball of electricity. The softball, it's just grenade launcher, but it's sticky. I can't use it to save my fucking life. And the Cold War is kind of like a charged energy weapon. Then, of course, the pistols. Our wingman got an upgrade. It's now extremely accurate. Well, it's more accurate. And has a sight. And then the Mozambique, which is pretty much just, as you can tell by the barrel, triple shot. And it's fun. I like it. Then you know the normal pistols, this annoying piece of shit. The fun trigger finger pistol, and our B3 Wingman. Unfortunately, I cannot use this thing worth shit for some godforsaken reason. And then our anti-Titan weapons, of course. The Charge, which I've actually been using. Mag Launcher. Thunderbolt. And, of course, the Archer. So there are new kits as well. This one I like to use because the ability I use got a little nerfed, which sucks, but oh well. And then there's one that makes you restore health faster. This one gives you more grenades, I think. Yeah, it allows you to use them more. Because now we don't have a limit on grenades. We can just kind of use them willy-nilly and they just regenerate. And this shows where it's going to go. Then this, you just teleport into your Titan for when you need to get in there fast. This one shows where enemies die. And this one is the wall hang, and you can't just wall hang on your own anymore. This one, as you can tell, just allows you to hover. This one's pretty much the stealth kit from Titanfall 1. Except now the people can't hear you climbing on their Titan until it's too late. This one just lets you get your Titan meter increase when you damage enemy Titans. It's better for more mid-game. Now, there are new executions as well. So I have it random because I have a lot of them. But of course, there's the classical snap in the neck. Then there's inner pieces. It's pretty fun. You literally phase into them and make them explode from the inside. This is my my favorite. Pretty much you give them a good old uppercut and throw your grapple into them and snap their neck on the ground. Then there's this. This is pretty fun too. You smack them multiple times into the air, punching them super fast, and then you just give them one last punch to the ground. Then there's that. You pretty much throw a particle wall at their head and blast them with it. And this is all these ones right here are all from abilities. Well, not the knife one, but all of these are pretty much from the new abilities, except for this one. You earn curb check by getting executions. I haven't gotten this one yet because I don't use cloak. But this one pretty much you make decoys of yourself that look like they're gonna kick and punch the enemy in the face, but you really just have a pistol and blast them in the face. Then there's the pulse blade kill, which is a new ability as well. I'll get to that later, but you pretty much jump on them and stab them in the eyes. Simple as that. This one you just throw them down and stab them in the face, if I remember correctly. This one you punch them twice in the kidneys and then just cross them in the face. This one is fun, and I'm trying to get it, and I want to get it through the Advocate Network without having to use the credits for it, because I want to use credits for other things, but pretty much you steal their pistol and just shoot them until the mag is out. And this one you just flip around and knee them in the face. Pretty fun. Then we got the grenades, the frag, of course, the arc. It stuns and blinds Titans, and it's not overpowered as fuck anymore. The gravity star, which is fun. The fire star, electric smoke, and of course this aftercharge. Now we can kind of truly customize what our pilot looks like. I'm trying to get the stoic light, because white. But there's a bunch of other ones, and you can just kind of customize to your own will. And if you really wanted to, you can use the credits that you get. And credits are all in-game available, but you can purchase them because, it's fucking EA. But, yeah. You can get all of them for free as well, but of course you can customize your camo, your guns as well, but I don't really do that. Then there's the other kind of tacticals. I use the grapple because I love the grapple. It's fun. I get to swing around like a monkey, and I can even attach to dropships just for fun. Then there's the cloak. The armor on the cloak is so fat that you have that little arm literally just to reach to your back and hand you a gun because you're too fat to reach back. Then there's the pulse blade. Pretty much pulse blade just is like a wall hack in the form of a throwing knife. Then there's robot's nail. You can be robot. Stim, of course, just heals you and makes you run faster. Then there's the particle wall. Also too fat, so you have to reach behind with an arm. But pretty much you just build a wall, or not build a wall, but throw down a wall that's pilot size, as you can tell by the description. And pretty much makes anything you shoot through it stronger and blocks incoming. It's kind of like the particle wall on a Titan. Then there's the phase shift robot. Pretty much fucking teleport into nothingness for a little bit. Then there's the holo pilot, which pretty much you just make copies of yourself. Kind of like hologram in Halo. Okay, exactly like hologram in Halo. I think that's it for the pilot. Next is the Titans. I'm just using Tone right now. Tone has your 40 mil. You have new kits, which is just the assault shit, auto eject, turbo engine, which makes you have an extra dash depending on what you're using, or reduced dash cooldown. Overcore makes you start with 20% build time. Of course, the nuke eject, but it isn't as good as it was in Titanfall 1, and that counter ready just gives you more smoke. They're pretty much all the same. And there's new Now you can customize Titan executions as well. The second one are mostly for the Prime versions though, which I have Ion and Scorches, but I don't have Tones. I don't really like Tones anyway. The Prime versions look honestly kind of stupid in my personal opinion. But you can also customize your Titan how you want with colors and nose art. There we go. But yeah, and then there's of course they have their own not stats, but cores and abilities. And then there's the kit specific to the Titan itself. So you can either, for the Tone, you can get enhanced tracker rounds, which makes it 2 tracker marks on, so like critical hits. I use the reinforced particle wall because it makes it last longer. Rocket barrage, you get more shots on your tracking rounds. Your little sonar pulse goes off a second time, and then you can make it burst. Yeah, all the Titans really got an upgrade, so I'll just like explain what they are. So pretty much Tone has a lock-on effect when you shoot enemies. You have to hit them like 3 times, and then you can shoot a sonar pulse, which locks onto any Titans once. And then once it's locked on 3 times, you can use your tracking rockets, and of course it's tracking rockets. Then there's the particle wall and the pulse. They're kind of... Oh my god, sorry if people are loud. I don't know if you can hear them or not, but my mic is so sensitive. And then, of course, Legion. Pretty much a heavy Titan with a minigun. I usually put nukes on my... bigger Titans, but of course the second execution. I think the only one that doesn't have a second execution is the Monarch, but that's pretty much it. I just have mine where it has more ammo, but you can also make it so Smart Core lasts longer. You move faster while it's spinning up the weapon, and you're kind of slow when it is. And you have pretty much just a gun shield that blocks more, and you can have 2 charges to your power shot, but that's kind of shit because it decreases the amount of damage. Oh, also, you can make your Titanfall kit so you can have a dome shield as usual, or you can make your Titan come
Legion.
fast at the cost of no protection. Wow, there are actually 2 people in here. I think that's the most I've ever had a stream.
Hidden compartment.
I can't hear my comments because I'm deaf. Hold on. Turn my volume up. Anyway, the Legions is a smart core, which is pretty much the smart pistol, except in Titan form. It has 2 modes, as you can see with the mode switch, a long range and close range, and then their power shot. There's a damages all enemy in path at long range, and then there's the close range, knocks back nearby enemies. So it's pretty much just like a shotgun, but it's stronger. Then you got the gun shield, of course. Monarch I can't really look at right now, but I know what's there-ish. To tell you about the kits of the Monarch, I would actually have to have it unlocked right now, which unfortunately I don't because I like just regen. But pretty much from this screen right here, the Monarch's core is different. It's pretty much upgrades. Instead of doing damage, you upgrade yourself. So my first one gives me arc rounds in my chain gun. My second one makes my triangle utility better, so it makes it faster. And then, of course, the third upgrade is superior chassis, so I get more health, more shields, and get better. And pretty much every time you upgrade, it regenerates your shield. Unfortunately, one of the differences in Titanfall 2 is that your Titan doesn't spawn with a shield. You have to get batteries, which you'll see later, but pretty much there's the rocket salvo and then the energy siphon, which just gives you shield. Oh. And then there's Ronin, the weeb titan with the sword, and that's no longer a grenade launcher, it's now a shotgun. So this one, hold on, people are about to be loud.
Hey dude. Is that a bot or is that your voice?
Oh my god. There are 3 people now. Legendary kill! So, Ronin's pretty self-explanatory. There's the sword for the melee now. I actually remembered, I think, Hunter telling you at one point that I
Yup,
wanted there to
definitely
be
a bot.
a sword in a Titanfall, because that would be a fun weapon to use. I was kind of right, it is fun, but it's a lot harder than I thought. So then there's the sword block, which pretty much is just the block, but you can't really do much with it. Then there's the arc wave, which is pretty much just a little stream of arc. Then there's the core ability, which is just you take out your sword and it's stronger and you actually use your sword. So the Ronin kit I use is phase reflex, so when I'm doomed, I phase out of danger. Now your doom state actually doesn't go down constantly, but you're still in your doom state and you can still be executed, and you can't really get out of it unless you're unless you have that kit for the
Did you hear about EA buying Respawn?
I didn't hear anything. I don't know what any of you are talking about. I can't hear my thing because I don't have it pulled up. My stream, the settings I have for the stream is so I can see the whole TV instead of it being confined. So this one pretty much makes your phase change happen faster. That one makes your sword core last longer, of course. This one makes your arc wave have 2 charges, and then this one makes your shotgun shells just or not shotgun shells, but shotgun shots just bounce everywhere. And then there's North Star. For once, they made the made it so I can actually use the railgun. I actually enjoy using the railgun now. So the kit I'm using for this one is my railgun goes through people. I can also make it so my cluster missiles do have secondary explosions and hit a larger area and last longer. I can make my tether trap fire twice, or I can make myself move faster flying during my normal flight and hover core. And then there's that. Enemies are highlighted when zooming in. So pretty much the North Star is a flight core. You pretty much just fly up and rain missiles of hell onto people. Then there's the tether trap, which is just like a little mine that shoots tether, keeping them in place. Of course, then you have your cluster missile. And then the VTOL hover, you just pretty much fly into the air. Pretty simple. Then there's my baby Scorch. You pretty much are just a walking wall of fire. Not even joking. This is one of the ones I have the secondary executions for. It's fun. So the one I use is tempered plating because being damaged by your thermite is stupid and you get rid of your criticals. So there's also one that makes your thermite launcher do more damage. Increases the duration for your thermal shield, which is, it's not like a vortex shield in the sense that it catches bullets, but bye. But rather it I correct myself on. But rather, it just melts them. And if you stand next to an enemy and use that, you just kind of melt away their health, literally. That one makes your firewall, it gets reduced by 2 seconds. That's just one of your abilities. And then there's your flame core, leaves a trail of thermite. So people that walk will get damaged by it. So, of course, there's the flame core. You just slam the ground and a wall of fire just pops up out of nowhere. Then there's firewall, pretty much just to make a line of thermite. The thermal shield melts incoming fire and burns nearby enemies. And then you have the triangle, which is an incendiary trap. It's pretty much just like a canister of gas. And if you shoot it, it makes a huge explosion of thermite. Then there's Ion, the first one you get. I also have a second execution for Ion. So the one I have makes her core last longer. It's just a giant laser beam from my eyeball. That one makes my tripwire use 0 energy because Ion's weird and it doesn't have. It has an amount of uses you can use, or not an amount, but it has you can only use things within a matter of time because it has cooldowns and such. But for Ion, you have a little energy bar because you can make your rifle split and do more damage, or you can make it fire normal for no energy. Then you have a little laser beam on your shoulder. But those actions all take energy from that little pool, and that stops you from using your vortex shield for defense as well. Then splitter rifle critical hits restore energy, so if you're using your splitter rifle when you're zoomed in and it's actually doing the split, which uses energy, you can gain energy back by getting criticals. And then increases your vortex shield's return damage output by 35%, so pretty much when you catch bullets, you do more damage when you fire the mag. Then that just makes your splitter rifle split 5 ways instead of 3. That's it for the Titans. Then, of course, there are the boosts. As I told you, there are no more, what are they called? Burn cards? So that's a thing. But now there are these boosts. So that makes your weapons amp for a short amount of time. Now you have these little robotic exploders called ticks. And then there's also a pilot sentry, which is just a little auto turret that destroys pilots. You're, of course, map hack. A little scrambler that stops their radar. The battery backup, which is what I like to use because I can instantly get a shield. A anti-Titan sentry. And then some of the abilities that are available, you can use as kind of kill streaks. But there's the phase rewind. Instead of phase shifting anywhere you want to go, it kind of just backs you up where you were last. The Hollow Pilot Nova, so instead of selecting, I want to send 1 pilot out, it just like sends 3 out from where you are. Then there's the dice roll, you get a random one. The reinforced pilot-sized particle wall shield. I don't think that one is amped. Yeah, that one isn't amped. And then, of course, as you saw in the pistol category, there is no more smart pistol as a primary weapon because Respawn realized it's fucking stupid. But so instead, they made it a kind of higher level. You get it at level 42 kill streak. And I tried using it once. The only reason I stopped was because I pretty much every time I activated it, I got killed. I'm not very good with a smart pistol in this game. But enough talk. We want to get into the game. So instead of going into just a random mode, or not a random mode, but a normal mode you can go into, there are these kind of primary modes. Pretty much you can make a mixtape of game modes you want. So I have attrition, sometimes I do bounty hunt, but I have pilot versus pilot. This is live fire. It's pretty much just no response. It's kind of like search and destroy without the destroy really. Tactical, whatever it's... Wait, is this? Oh, no, this is just Titans versus Titans, pretty much. Titans team deathmatch. And then this is free for all. I don't remember getting this. Oh right, that was this is usually saved for that kind of primary mode. Sometime like I think 2-3 weeks ago it was Attack on Titanfall. So pretty much just all the pilots had grapples and everything. But yeah. Now, enough talking and hearing me blabber on about new things. Let's do the actual interesting part and try and find a match. Sometimes it takes 5 years, sometimes it doesn't. Okay, now I'm watching my own stream so I can actually read the, so someone said they like Legion, Hidden Compartment, I don't know. Someone thinks that's a bot. That's my voice, it's not a bot. I'm not a robot. I have feelings! There's someone who said, hi, Michael. Okay, we actually found the game now. Pilot versus pilot, I see. And we just started. So, pilot versus pilot, as you know, no Titans.
No Titans this time. Let's see what you've got, 6-4.
One of the newer things as well is the slide. You can slide now, and the sliding physics are fun. If you're on a downhill slope, you'll keep sliding up until the point of which you reach flat ground, or you decide to stop on it. Wrong. No, no. I'm fine. Oh! I'm in their spawn area. Oh god. There were 3. That was so bad. Oh my god, what? I'm so bad. Okay, maybe not.
Sweet move.
Always one button. And there was a current. Maybe a bucket. I find it funny how one pilot punch can take out one of the pilot turrets, but whenever you're in a Titan and you try and melee the pilot turret, it takes like 2-3 shots to actually get destroyed.
We're better than this. Pick it up, 6-4. One, two. That's how you do it, pilot.
Oh! I love that weapon, but oh my god. Please! Ow. Let's go with it. Oh yeah, so this is the newer one. No, this is the old OG R101. It is noticeably different because it has a grip, for one thing. And it doesn't have iron sight, but it has the factory issue ACOG. And then the second one has the factory issue. But the stats are exactly the same, but for some reason this thing seems to jump more. That's one of the reasons why I didn't use it, but I went on a killing spree with it about a game ago.
Let's do this, 6-4.
Except I'm getting destroyed right now, so... I don't really want to count that one. This is what I mean by this thing is more accurate, though. It has like a tighter crosshair, and it pretty much goes exactly where you aim. So if you miss, it's your own damn fault. I used to use this as my secondary all the time, but... Ooh, shit. Good old Respawn realized that people, instead, same with the Mozambique, people would just like not even touch the primaries and just like run around with this as a secondary, using it as primary. I usually use this as a secondary as well, so I was kind of sad to see it go out of my secondary into my primary, but I can run around with 2 pistols now, which is always fun. It's always been a dream.
Pick it up, 6-4.
Oh! But I still get wrecked. Up. What? Oh, flatline. This game is pretty balanced though, with being kill and get killed. I I think it's balanced enough to, if you get killed, it's your own fault. Not the game being
Get out
bad.
there, 6-4. We'll get them on the next one.
And since we lost, I can show off a bit of a new mechanic. Well, yeah, I guess it could be called a mechanic. So in the evacuation stage, you still have one life, of course, but the evac ship has been changed in the sense that now instead of taking 5 years to get on it, you teleport onto it, so you're not at risk when you're getting on, but you're still at risk of the ship being destroyed, and I think they kind of made the health a little more squishy. But it will leave if you're like, so for example, I'm the only one alive, and I get on it, it will leave. But if I have multiple teammates alive like I do now, it will leave as soon as everybody is on it. And if people are dead, it will wait for those people that are, or it won't wait. So it still has that, of course, scheduled go time. But say, for example, I and 2 other people were alive. I'm on it, I'm still waiting, but the moment those 2 other people get on, it will leave. It won't just stay there for the full time. It's fun. As you say, as I said though, now I have an advocate gift and it gives me like patches and a bunch of stuff, but that's pretty much all I have for now. Relatively short stream, just, oh god, no. Relatively short stream, but you know, I have to go do things, and that was more or less just a kind of a welcome to Titanfall 2 for my good buddy, GD Pancake. Check out his channel, he's got pretty chill videos. Some of his games are some things like SAO, that phone mobile game. Sometimes he'll put on Geometry Dash. Maybe even if his computer isn't being a little pussy slut, it will he'll sometimes upload War Thunder. He's pretty fun to watch. He's just as spastic as me. Maybe a little less, but you know. That's how it is. Anyway, that's all I got for now. I've been thinking about uploading more Titanfall 2 to my channel whenever I have either good games or just feel like streaming. But I'll definitely be trying to make more videos because I'm bad at doing that. Anyway, adios.